So it's just gone past 8. Got a Nissan Navara in with a slightly slipping transmission and hard shifting. So I suggested to the person that first of all we give it a service, change the filter, give it some fresh oil and see what that does. And after that, I think a transmission specialist is in order, because I don't really have all the gear to like flush it, etc. I'm just going to put a filter in it, put new oil in it, and see what it does. That's all right. So let's get started. Okay, so one thing I always talk about when we're servicing cars is always make sure you can fill it before you drain it. Now, unlike my brother-in-law's LS here, there is the fill point for the transmission. Now this car doesn't have one of those, so I had to go on a mission looking for it and doing a bit of research on the internet. This is what we talk about, find information on the internet. Okay, look for the research. And there is our fill point, that guy there. Okay, so that's where in another car that dipstick would fill. So I have to take that plate off. If I can't take that plate off, then I'm not going to drain this. Otherwise this car is going to be stuck here for a very long time. So always check you can fill it before you drain it. Okay, so I've got the pan off. I mean, that's probably, you know, for the amount of Ks it's got, it's not too bad. There you go. So that's the transmission fluid, or the pan. And the fluid itself is quite black. All right. Clean this up, get that filter out. There's our filter up there. So we're just going to take this guy out, put a new one in, and fill it back up. Hey Siri, pause. One thing I like to do is I get the gasket out before taking the old one off, and just make sure that it's the right one, because you know manufacturers have been known to change things without telling anyone else. Ask me how I know that on my washing machine. And I just get the filter, have a good look at it, and just give it a quick comparison to make sure that it's the same. You know, before I undo anything, it's good practice. Yeah. Okay, so what I've done now is I've just filled the transmission up with new fresh oil. Now, the book said it took 10.1 litres. We got 11 litres. This stuff here, the pan only took 5 litres. So what I'm doing is, because I haven't got the ability to flush the system properly, it's just that's a bit of an outlay to do a service. I've filled it up with I've drained one full bottle of fluid out, so I've drained it into there, and I filled this one back up, so I know exactly how much actually came out of the system. So I had 5 litres come out, roughly, that's all the way to the top, and put the bottle back in, and now I'm just running it up on the hoist, just to pump some fresher oil through the converter in the system, and then I'll drain that out and then fill it back up again, and that will hopefully solve any issues. I also noticed that when I got in the car, just to turn it on then, we've got an engine light, so we might plug and see what that is. Okay, service complete. Now I just had a quick look in the on the dash, and now I'm calling it at 10:05. Yeah, so that's about 2 hours work. Yeah, call it there. I'm gonna plug in the scan tool and see what's going on with that fault code. I don't know if it was there before or after I had it, so it'll tell me if it was. All right, done. Tell you what, thanks boss. It is handy having that, because we cleared their code. It may come back, but I've cleared it. So it turned out to be a left heater temperature sensor or some shit, and something to do with the brake. But I cleared the code. Drives all right, nice and smooth, changes gears well. So I think that's a success. You know, bit of extra pocket money for this, so that's why I do it. Hit me up if you want to do something in here. And no, students, you cannot ask me before you ask, because I cannot let you. Yeah, I'm out. Bye-bye.